everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hollyoaks has aired a devastating development for Dillon Ray in the show's latest episode. The show is currently exploring a harrowing exploitation storyline, with Dillon and Frankie being groomed by a gang led by Rex and Grace. This week, Rex got the teenagers to sell drugs at one of their house parties. Lucas disapproved of what they were doing, but he ended up taking drugs himself to prove he wasn't boring, and he overdosed. Best streaming services. In today's episode, terrified Dillon and Frankie tried to bring Lucas round. Frankie tried to call an ambulance, but Dillon stopped her, as Rex wouldn't allow it. Instead, they borrowed the car of one of the party guests and took Lucas to the hospital, leaving him outside and driving away. When Jez saw Lucas being treated by nurses, he rang Steve to tell him what had happened, and Steve rushed to be with his son who was recovering. Hollyoaks announces new character for shocking Leela story. Back at the house, Dillon put the drugs and the money in a rucksack. Frankie offered to hide the bag, while Dillon left to see Lucas at the hospital. The couple reunited at Lucas' bedside, but Lucas revealed that he remembers that Dillon and Frankie had left him to die. Dillon tried to explain that he had no choice and that he was getting involved with Rex to earn money for their future. But when Lucas struggled to move on, Dillon turned nasty and berated him for calling the police, then overdosing. Hollyoaks confirms Robbie's fate after mistaken identity twist. Lucas concluded that he still loves the old Dillon, but doesn't like what his boyfriend has turned into, suggesting that their relationship might be over for now. Dillon returned to the party and told Rex that Lucas wouldn't blab about the night's events, confirming that he would be moving out. Rex said that Dillon would now be able to move on and pointed him in the direction of party guest Cooper. He then took a sum of money from Cooper and told him that Dillon was all yours, with the show beginning a dark strand of sexual exploitation. Will Dillon be drawn in further to Rex's scheme? In a heart-wrenching moment that has shaken the Hollyoaks community to its core, the latest storyline regarding Dillon has left viewers absolutely devastated. In an early streaming release, the beloved character Dillon's fate took a turn that no one could have predicted. Fans of the popular British soap have watched with bated breath as Dillon's journey unfolded over the years. Known for his complex character and emotional depth, Dillon was a fan favorite, and the shocking outcome of his story has sparked a wave of intense emotions across the show's loyal audience. Dillon's story began as one of a charming yet troubled young man, struggling with various aspects of life. From family struggles to his tangled relationships with other characters, Dillon's trajectory on the show was one of personal growth, angst, and redemption. For a long time, it seemed that Dillon was on the verge of overcoming the challenges that had dogged him for much of his life. However, this new devastating outcome in the latest episodes has left fans questioning everything they thought they knew about his journey. The twist comes after Dillon becomes increasingly entangled in a dangerous situation that forces him to make a choice between loyalty and survival. Over the past few weeks, Hollyoaks has been slowly building up to this moment, dropping subtle hints that something terrible was about to unfold. Fans speculated that Dillon's past would come back to haunt him, but no one could have imagined the depths of the heartbreak that was about to be revealed. As Dillon's storyline reaches its tragic crescendo, viewers have been left in a state of shock and disbelief. The early streaming release allowed fans to witness the painful events before they aired on television, creating a sense of immediacy and urgency in the reaction. Social media erupted with emotional responses, as fans expressed their sorrow and disbelief over Dillon's fate. Many took to platforms like Twitter and Instagram to share their reactions, with hashtags such as #RipDillon trending as fans shared their grief and disbelief. The drama of Dillon's final moments is not just a shock because of the plot twist, but also because of the emotional depth it brings to the storyline. Dillon's final decision to take the action that ultimately led to his demise was a culmination of his struggles, inner conflict, and the overwhelming forces around him. It's a moment that will be remembered by fans as one of the most powerful and tragic in the history of Hollyoaks. The writers, known for their ability to craft compelling and emotionally charged stories, have once again outdone themselves in creating a moment that will reverberate through the soap opera's history. Dillon's departure marks the end of an era for Hollyoaks. His character has been at the center of many storylines over the years, and to see him leave the show in such a tragic manner is a reminder of the impermanence of life in the world of soaps. Characters come and go, and their fates often hang by a thread. Dillon's story has been one of the most compelling in recent seasons, and his death has left a void that will be difficult to fill. While the outcome is devastating for Dillon's fans, it also serves to highlight the deeper themes that Hollyoaks often explores: family, loyalty, love, loss, and the complexity of human nature. Dillon's struggles were a reflection of the real-world challenges faced by many, making his death not just a plot point, but a powerful commentary on the fragility of life. His story may have ended tragically, but it has left behind a legacy that will continue to resonate with fans for years to come. The aftermath of Dillon's death will no doubt have a ripple effect on the characters left behind. Those who were closest to him, from his friends to his family, will have to grapple with the devastating consequences of his loss. His loved ones will be left questioning what they could have done differently and how they can move forward in the face of such overwhelming grief. In typical Hollyoaks fashion, the aftermath will not be a simple story of mourning, but one of reflection, growth, and, ultimately, a journey toward healing. For fans who have followed Dillon's story since the beginning, his death is a reminder of the emotional investment that comes with being a part of a show like Hollyoaks. Characters like Dillon become more than just fictional figures on the screen. They become a part of the audience's lives, their joys, their heartbreaks, and their triumphs. Watching a character like Dillon, who started out as a flawed but likable figure, grow and evolve over the years makes his loss all the more painful. His death is not just the end of a storyline, but the end of a chapter in the show's rich history. As viewers continue to process the devastating events, many are left wondering what's next for Hollyoaks in the wake of Dillon's passing. The show has never been afraid to take bold risks with its storytelling, and it's clear that the writers are not shying away from exploring the darker aspects of life. Dillon's story may have ended in tragedy, but it will not be forgotten, and his impact on the show will linger long after his final scene. In the days to come, fans can expect to see tributes to Dillon from his fellow characters and a continuing exploration of the emotional fallout from his death. The early streaming release has already sparked countless discussions and theories about what this means for the future of the show. With the loss of such a beloved character, Hollyoaks will undoubtedly face new challenges in maintaining the emotional connection with its audience. The Dillon storyline also highlights the unpredictability of Hollyoaks' approach to storytelling. In a world where soap operas often follow predictable patterns, Hollyoaks has consistently surprised its viewers with unexpected twists, character deaths, and game-changing decisions. Dillon's demise is yet another example of the show's commitment to keeping audiences on the edge of their seats, never knowing what's coming next. It's this unpredictability that has kept fans coming back for more year after year. While it may be difficult for fans to come to terms with Dillon's death, it's important to remember that his legacy will live on through the characters he interacted with and the impact he had on the show. Dillon's journey, while tragic, was also filled with moments of hope, redemption, and personal growth. His story will continue to be a touchstone for future storylines, and his influence will remain a part of the Hollyoaks universe long after his passing. In the end, Dillon's story is a reminder that life is fragile and unpredictable, and that the bonds we form with others are what truly define us. Dillon may be gone, but his impact will be felt for years to come, as fans continue to reflect on his journey and the unforgettable moments he brought to the screen. Hollyoaks has once again proven that it is a show that is not afraid to explore the complexities of life, and Dillon's story is just one of many that will leave a lasting impression on its viewers. As the credits roll on Dillon's story, fans are left with a bittersweet feeling: grief for the character they've lost, but also gratitude for the moments he gave them throughout the years. In the world of Hollyoaks, no character is ever truly gone. Dillon's memory will live on in the hearts of his fans and the minds of those who knew him. While his story may have ended tragically, it will continue to be a part of the rich tapestry of Hollyoaks for years to come. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Hollyoaks Update YouTube channel for more update news.